Welcome to the Suerte del Molino farm, Andalusia in Spain. Water is life. For the last 2 years, we have engineered projects to hold water on the land, and the main focus is on swales, making of swales and berms. Here we have a swale in front of us, and today we have spent most of the day filling it. There is water in it. I do not want to see the water from afar, because then the sun sees it as well, and then it gets evaporated. Now at least I create some microclimate, and somehow this is my compost making process. Many people question what I'm doing here to fill my swales with organic material. I'll wait 5 years and then I'll dig it all up and I'll put it onto the berm, and then I start again. So the main aim is to prevent the evaporation of the water before anything else. A lot of stuff went in here today, and I'm happy about that. That's good. It's what I wanted. I want to pick up something and look for the water. I don't want just to see the water. And then I have had an artistic moment. We cut all these branches that fell from the tree up there, and now the farmer's wife can sit there with her table and her bench. She says this is the right spot for a mojito. This is her view. Beautiful. This appears to be my day of inspiration, and I want these two flat rocks to be the final end of the inlet and the beginning of the outlet. The question is just, how do I get them to the pond? My brain is racing. Nothing has surfaced yet, but I'll assign the task to my mind while I sleep. It should do the job, and tomorrow we see what we can do. It used to be one rock, but when I took it away from the swale with the excavator, it split into two. Brilliant, I like that. Move it. Above there, final tree there, that is the flat part of the land, about a hectare. So I thought, if the water, rainwater, comes down from there, even by infiltration, it should come out somewhere. So I started this canal system. I made 3 of them to the pond. I did it in the rain, very light rain. And the moment I finished, the rain stopped. That's also okay. And then there's the third one. All roads lead to the pond. Here we have collected some rocks as suggested by the community. I will hammer them into the clay, and that sounds a very good idea to me. And in a hollow U shape, I must just remove all this muck here and then get my spirit level out and make sure I get it right. And that flat rock, if I can put it here at the end so that I have a tiny waterfall, that will be so cool. But it's past that tree over there. It must come here. The same with the spillway, the overflow, the outlet. It will be nice. The first one to be one of those big flat rocks, and then in a U shape have the rocks hammered into the clay. I was thinking to put down some seeds, but they will not grow in the clay, so unless I bring in some soil, good soil. So maybe I can leave some spaces between the rocks, fill it with good soil and seeds. We will see. I still don't know how to get this clay particles in the pond water to settle, but I'm working on it. Gypsum might be a good candidate to flocculate the particles. Then we have clear water. This is the area, the sandbox for cuttings. I have about 300 cuttings in here because I started pruning the fruit trees we have, and the better growing fruit trees, I just make cuttings of them and I stick it in here. Let's hope. These fruit trees, the first few here, first three are cherry trees, apple, so they will be pruned later today. We also started clearing the berms, and we will start planting some wheat and alfalfa and rye and oats on them. Also strawberries. These apple trees, they have their first leaves. The peach, their first buds, blossoms. I started pruning in the east, and that took me a few hours, but it was interesting. The trees in the east are smaller, so I didn't prune that much. There is still a trickle in the creek, the arroyo. That is so nice, beautiful. It warms my heart. Flow. We only had about 2 millimeters of rain today. We are thankful. This is a peach. All these trees have been pruned in this glass shape. No central leader, because I want shade out of them as well, and I don't want them to grow too tall. Lots of activity. These peach trees. Tomorrow it will be 20 degrees Celsius. It's a lot. So they're all waking up. These are almond trees. I'm also busy cutting up these branches that I removed here. Almonds with their blossoms. Beautiful. Starting to drip again. I hope it will be more than a drip. Till next time, goodbye.